Welcome, folks, to Valheim. This is one of my favorite games that I've played off camera for a long time, and I'm going to start over for you guys. So that way, if you haven't seen this game, this may be your first time looking into it. So let's get started. So I'm going to start the game. Legacy save. I'm going to remove this, and my core. I'm going to remove that one. So we're going to start brand new. So we're going to go with skin tone. Make it a little light. No hair. Let's see. Braided. It's kind of cool. Braided 3. Ponytail. Classic. Yeah, let's go with that. That's cool. Beard. Oh, gotta have that Viking beard. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Hair tone. Oh, okay. Make it a little... like that. That's cool. Okay, name. We're gonna name this... Goog. Great Old One Gaming. Alright. Glue... let's go ahead and start. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of these. I don't want any unfair advantage, because you can actually move characters from server to server, and you can like bring tools and all that stuff with you. So I am making it brand new. New name? Of course. Great Old Land. Seed. That works for me. Okay. Let's start. It's a pretty cool intro if you haven't seen it before. Once it loads. Hello? There it goes.
Long ago, the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, then split the boughs that held the prison to the world tree, and left it to the drift, unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard to send his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest of their warriors dead to the world. They would be born again in Valheim.
Little narration by yours truly. So that's one of the Valkyries. It's pretty dope. It's like half human, half raven or crow. I'm thinking the raven because Odin has two ravens, Hugin and Munin. I'm pretty sure that's how you say their name, but I may have butchered it. So you literally get dropped in by this massive raven lady, and yeah, that's where you start. Whoop! He did it! He did the superhero landing. Hey, little warrior. Oh, there is Hugin. Welcome to the 10th world, warrior. I am Hugin, sent here to guide you in your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are the sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. So, these, when you hit this little marker, this will pop up on your map. As you can see, you have like a fog of war thing. So as you are walking around, you will uncover more. And literally, as we were flying in, this is what was uncovered for us. So our first sacrificial stone is his antlers are branches of iron. They crack the rocks and bring down mountains. His hooves are the sound of thunder. His voice a howling gale. So this is, I don't know how to say his name because I'm pretty sure I'm going to butcher it, but it's a giant like deer avatar, which is really, really dope. You got the elder one, much like the elder gods. You have the fat man, which is like a goo type guy. I believe this one's a dragon, and this is like a giant skeleton. Okay, what do you got here? Yes, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself even before attempting to defeat him. Okay, so if you look down our lower left-hand area, it shows that my health is 25. That's pretty low. And in order to get that up, we got to eat. And we got to eat different kinds of foods. And you can have up to, I believe, 3 different kinds of foods at once. Things like berries, apples, actually making food. And it will greatly increase your life as well as your endurance. Now, there are little... So this is very steeped in Norse mythology. So you get like little like troll things. These guys, the Greylings, they come after you. The more you destroy the environment, essentially the surrounding woods and chopping down trees, you will draw their attention and their ire. Okay, so we see that we picked up wood. We now can make a torch, stone axe, a cub, and a hammer. Oh, well met. Yes, Hugin? Most items can be crafted. However, due to your recent departure from Midgard, that would be the human world, you have to recall the true shape of objects. Just pick things up and it will all come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother, Moonin, tells me one can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone. So, tells you your first little recipe there. So we need 5 wood and 4 stone. Let's look around. There we go. You know, holding down the left shift will make you a sprint, but that will also lower your endurance. Oh, if you crouch, you can actually sneak up on these deer, and if you approach them from behind, they won't run away. Well, they shouldn't. And if you have a weapon, you can actually kill them. Otherwise, you gotta chase them down. And I will tell you, be the first to tell you, it is super annoying trying to chase the deer down. Because they are so much faster than you. Alright, let's get a few more. Okay, I can make the stone axe. This will definitely help. Alright. Got the stone axe. Now, if you go press tab. There we go. I'm gonna put out my torch because I don't exactly need that to be burning, because I will be needing it at nighttime. I'm trying to think, is there a weight? Yeah, there is a weight. So currently I'm holding 36 out of 300 pounds. So you definitely want to kind of keep that in mind as you are gathering rocks, trees, or wood, I should say, and all sorts of stuff. So you want to get enough wood to make a workbench, and that workbench will open up more things for you to build, like building materials. This is very heavy on crafting items and bases, portals, all sorts of different type of things for you to build. So if you are into building games that are, use your creativity, this is definitely one for you. This game was like one of the fastest, highest selling games on Steam when it came out. Like, I know it broke like a lot of records. Okay, so we got some apples. Or berries. We got raspberries. Okay, so they're very little. So the increment is not a huge amount. See, it went up to like 26. Got some amber pearls. That could be used for wealth. Oh, there's... I bring tidings. I have found a snack. Consume it, improve your health and stamina. Be aware, before long you will grow hungry again. So try to always have at least a couple different meals ready. Thank you, Hugin. Oh. Okay. Oh, so this little area over here, you can actually take these apart like little structures. Kind of gives you, this is like a worn down version of what you could find. Got a mushroom. So let's go ahead and eat that. Brings us up. Now a cool little tip about these things, if you look up, you can actually see that there's a chest hidden up there. So we'll take the flint and the coins. Flint is useful for making the hatchet, I believe, or the higher version of the axe, the flint axe. It cuts the same amount of things, but the conditions are much better. It doesn't degrade as fast as the stone axe. Okay, let's get a hammer. Perfect. So now we can do repair. We can make a workbench, cook station, stone pile, coin stack. With this tool, you will raise mighty halls and towering fortifications. Start by building a workbench. This in turn will enable you to construct other things. Thank you. Also, you can repair things, like this building over here. If we wanted to, we could repair it. Now, I don't know if you can hear it, but there is bees. There is a beehive in here somewhere. See, it's right up there. Okay, so I could try to axe it and get attacked by the bees. But I'm going to show you guys a little trick. So we're going to build, I'm going to take number 3 and crafting, and we're going to build a workbench. Now, you see that the white line going around in a circle? That's your build area. So anything that's in that build area is essentially fair game. Yes, muning. See, a lot of things unlocked for us. Like a lot. Now, if you notice, our health has gone up to 46. It was 24 before. So just by having a mushroom and a berry, it's already gone up. Oh my god, come on. Okay. The workbench allows you to craft complex items, as well as giving you access to lots more building pieces to construct with the hammer. Alright, so one of the cool things you can do with the hammer, though, is you can see, if I wanted to, I can come up here and instantly repair it, and you can see that it changes how it looks. But at the same time, I can also press the middle mouse button and destroy things. So my tip is, when it comes to these beehives, just by destroying the things around it will automatically destroy it. So I picked up a queen bee, some honey, and it gives me the ability to make an apiary, or a beehive, I should say. And this is a good way too of just getting some extra materials, because even if the walls are damaged, the materials are not. I know, that makes total sense. So there is a big structure aspect to this game, so you need to make sure that if you build something that it's structurally sound, and you do get your items back when you destroy them, which is good. Alright, so this area is the rocks, or the stone pillars. Let's head towards that icon, actually. So let's go and put this away. We need to be on the lookout for some boars, deer, skinks, I believe they're called. Not skinks, that's Warhammer. Necks. They're called necks for whatever reason. I don't really understand why, but that's what they're called. They're like little salamander-looking lizards. You also come across these like little pre-made houses kind of thing that are kind of beat up, that need to be fixed up. Get some arrows, more flint. You could fix this, and if you look in the top right icon, you got shelter, so that will allow you to essentially sleep at night and be safe, essentially. Alright. Big oaks. Big oaks are very good for lots and lots of wood, as well as fine wood, which you need for later items. You can't use a stone axe on it. It's too hard. I think you have to use a iron hatchet to do it, to break it open. Always check these houses. See, look, there's another beehive. So let's just do that same little trick. Perfect. Another bee, another honey. It's actually very, very useful to have bees. I mean, much like in real life, you know, gotta save the bees. Honey in this game is like very important, because you not only can make mead, which is a strength, different kind of meads will like give you frost protection and different types of protection type, poison protection, but you also can use them in different types of food recipes. So just by having an apiary with you on your base or wherever, it will constantly generate honey for you. As long as you keep the bees happy, it will provide for you, which is great. Here we are. So this is the altar. You have found the summoning place of the Forsaken. Make the correct offering to the altar and they will come. Be wary though, the Forsaken are not easy prey. So craft a wicked weapon, don your finest armor, and eat a hearty meal before engaging them in combat. So, the runestone, hunt his kin. So you want to find the bucks, the ones with the antlers, to hunt, and I believe you need. It's between 2 and 3. It's been a couple weeks since I've last played, so forgive me if I don't have the right number off the top of my head. But yeah, if you get 3, you'll be fine. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can try something real quick. I just noticed my... So, one of the tricks I do, so if I put the vegetation on high, alright, you have a lot of, grass and all that stuff, right? But for myself, I like to turn the vegetation low or off, essentially. Frame rate limits. Let's make the infinity active. It's good. Good. It's fine. Blue. No motion blur. Don't want that. I don't want camera shake. Okay, so not only does this like improve your frame rate, this also allows you to see things like rocks, mushrooms, gold pieces, anything that you drop, you can easily lose. Like all these wood pieces, you would easily lose, like in the tall grass. It makes it so much easier to find things. So that's my personal tip for you. Okay, so bottom left-hand corner, it shows that my strawberry is running out. So you just eat another one to re-up it. Alright. So we are going to hunt these boars. Or let's actually... They will aggro on us if we get close, which is fine, but I want to try to get that deer. Yeah, we'll wait. Okay. Boar are very, very good to hunt because you get leather, scraps, and you get meat. And that meat paired with the honey, I think makes one of your first recipes. It's like honey barbecued boar or something like that. Oh, and I got a boar trophy. So you can mount their heads on walls and things like that. Which is pretty cool. Alrighty. So if you always want to find flint, go by the water. That's where it is. It'll always be like in the low water and on the beaches. Okay. So we are currently in the meadows. It tells you up in the upper right hand corner. That's the biome that you're in. The next biome up from you that is more difficult is like the dark forest. And that's where you're going to find the higher tiered animals, villains, or I should say the bad guys, the Greylings. You'll find their bigger cousins over there, the Grey Dwarfs. Oh yeah, that's essentially what they are. They're supposed to be the actual Norse mythology rendition of what dwarves were, which is kind of cool. They're not like the token Lord of the Rings style that we're all accustomed to. Okay, so it is getting late. Here's the neck. It's a little like full-eyed lizard. Did he drop the meat? Normally they drop like a neck tail or something like that, which you can then cook up and are mighty tasty. So I'm going to show you guys, before it gets too dark here, let's build a shelter. Alright, so we're going to get our handy dandy workbench. Building. Alright, so you could just put down basic floors, but I like to kind of make it a little bit nicer by having it raised. So I usually take let's go so that way you can see it. Let me see if I can find some fire. Here we go. That way you guys can be able to see actually what I'm building here. Oh, I ran out of resin. That's fine. Okay, so more. See, the building resources in this game, when it's blue, it means it's highly stable, as in it's touching ground. Green means you're good. When it starts going into yellow, orange, and red, red means it's about to break. So you want to make sure that you keep everything within like green to be safe. By using the middle mouse wheel, you can use that to rotate. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got our basic little block area, so let's get our floors on there. Nice level little area. Alright, next thing we're gonna need to do is this. So, a very interesting mechanic of this game is fire. So you have your campfire, right? And generally you want to put your campfire like on the ground. I mean, you could put it, no, you can't put it on here. So you want to make sure you have it on ground. So you could raise the ground up a lot of times, which I like to do, but you also want to keep it inside your house. So I do it this way. I'll make a little indentation like this, and then come over here to the building. I put the walls around it. Now, much like real life, dangers of having a fire inside without proper ventilation. Number one killer in a fire is smoke inhalation. So we got to make sure that we have a vent. Okay, so all the smoke, if you don't have, this is an actual mechanic in the game. If you build a house or something and you have this fire going and the smoke doesn't have any way to escape, you actually will start taking damage because you are breathing in the smoke. So you got to have somewhere for the smoke to go. So I usually will build a roof, because if it rains and it's open, it will put out the fire. There we go. Snaps in. Now you can actually see the smoke leaving out this way, and it's protected from the rain. So we're good. I'm going to get my door. Now, the only thing about this is I'm actually going to remove this one. And the reason why is that these edges will block you. Essentially, they'll trip you up. If you're trying to get into your house, it won't let you in there. It's just a weird, like, little glitch thing that it does. So now I can walk up, and I can be able to go in. Press E, boom, nice and smooth. Okay, now moving on. Let's get our we'll make sure everything's like lined up. Okay, just like that. Let's get ourselves, okay, we were out of wood, so we gotta go chop down a little bit more wood. Yeah, see, you gotta worry about like getting cold and all that stuff, so you gotta like kill a lot of boars to get the leather so you can make some clothes. But for the moment, I am focusing on getting us a shelter and a bed. Once you get a bed, you can actually sleep in the bed, and it will instantly take you to the morning. Okay, big thing to watch out is, much like real life, when that comes falling down, you do not want to be under that. That's a lot of weight, and it will, like, kill you straight up. You can actually use it to your advantage. When you are in a forest, you can chop down a tree, and a lot of times, one of two things will happen. The tree will fall down on another tree, get stuck, and then you got to chop down that tree. Or the tree will fall down another tree, and it will instantly damage and bust that tree, make it fall down. So you can actually have a domino effect of trees falling. There we go. Lots of wood. Hold on, Hugin, I'll get you. Logs do float in water, so you could kind of like lumberjack it, where you make it fall into the water, and then you can essentially swim push it. When the temperature drops at night, or you are wet, you will suffer from being cold. This reduces your stamina regeneration. Seeking shelter by an open flame is your best option for when this happens. Thank you for that. Okay, let's get this. Okay. I think I can get it there. Perfect. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. This is a very, very simple, basic shelter that will essentially keep you warm and safe at night. And then all we need is the bed. It has to be near a fire. There we go. Jeez. I mean, he's a huge raven. Sleep the night away in your bed and awaken feeling fully refreshed and full of energy. Another improvement to your home would be some chests where you can store items. It is good practice to always have some spare equipment if something unfortunate should happen to you while you're exploring. And it will. This game is brutal. Claimed our bed, which is our spawn point. And we are going to sleep with our giant raven. All right. So when we're inside, I don't know if you saw that, upper right hand corner, resting, our comfort level is 4. We have shelter. When we have rested, which will give us increased stamina regeneration. And we have our fire going, which is kind of cool. And it is early morning. And we have our little shelter going on here. All right, guys. Well, this is gonna be doing it for the first episode of this. I'm gonna try to get a few more episodes out. It may not be every day, but I'll get quite a few more of these out. But I want to thank you guys for coming out and checking out this game. If you like, please feel free to subscribe, like, and also in the about section on my profile, and I will put it in the description of this video, I am now doing a Discord server for my channel. There's different rooms for RimWorld, Space Engineers, upcoming games. If you guys have any games that you would like to see me play, put it in there. You can converse with me and all that good stuff. All right, guys. So thank you for coming in, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.